Imagine waking up tomorrow to a news alert so explosive, so financially seismic, that the small investment you almost forgot about in your desk drawer is suddenly worth enough to buy a house, a fleet of cars, or secure your family's future for generations. This isn't a scene from a Hollywood movie. This is the fervent, pulse-pounding hope that defines the world of the Iraqi dinar, a currency shrouded in as much mystery as it is in potential. For years, decades even, a global community of investors, from the everyday person to the seasoned speculator, has been holding its breath, waiting for the event known simply as the RV, the revaluation. And as we move deeper into 2025, the whispers are turning into conversations. The analysis is reaching a fever pitch, and the very foundations of Iraq's economy are showing signs of a transformation so profound that it demands our urgent attention today. The central question hanging in the air, the one that keeps every dinar holder checking their phone first thing in the morning, is simple yet life-altering. Is this finally the moment? To understand the possibility, we must first journey into the heart of the matter, stripping away the hype and the fear to look at the cold, hard facts that are creating this perfect storm of financial speculation. Iraq is not just any country. It is a nation sitting atop one of the planet's largest proven reserves of crude oil, a literal ocean of black gold that, if managed correctly, positions it to become one of the wealthiest nations on Earth. The fundamental argument for a revaluation has always rested on this glaring disparity between the nation's potential wealth, anchored in its natural resources, and the astonishingly low face value of its currency. For a long time, this argument felt theoretical, a dream built on sand. But 2025 is different. What we are witnessing now is a confluence of geopolitical and economic events that is unprecedented in Iraq's modern history. The government is pushing through aggressive financial reforms, many of them mandated by international bodies and powerful allies, aimed at unshackling the economy from decades of corruption, sanctions, and conflict. They are actively working to root out money laundering, streamline banking protocols, and integrate their financial systems with the global SWIFT network, making international transactions more transparent and secure. This isn't just tidying up. This is a complete overhaul of the nation's financial plumbing. Furthermore, Iraq is making monumental strides towards energy independence, investing billions in capturing and utilizing the natural gas that was once flared off into the sky, a tremendous waste of a valuable resource. This move alone could save the country billions annually, reduce its reliance on neighboring countries for power, and create a massive new stream of export revenue. Every one of these steps, from the anti-corruption drives to the infrastructure projects, is a brick being laid on the path toward economic stability and, crucially, international credibility. A nation cannot invite foreign direct investment on a scale needed to rebuild its shattered infrastructure if its currency is unstable and artificially weak. The new refineries being built, the ports being expanded, the trade agreements being negotiated, all of it points toward a country that is preparing not just to participate in the global economy, but to compete within it. And to do that effectively, a radical reassessment of its currency's value is not just a possibility. From a purely economic standpoint, it begins to look like an inevitability. The pressure has been building for years and the valve must be released sometime. The real shocker of 2025 may not be if it happens, but the staggering scale of what it could mean for every single note you hold. So, let's transition from the grand, macroeconomic stage to the intensely personal, the question that burns in every investor's mind. If this revaluation does occur, what does it actually mean for you? How much can you really exchange? This is where we must navigate with both extreme caution and clear-eyed analysis, because the realm of numbers surrounding the Dinar RV is a battlefield of wild predictions, deliberate misinformation, and hopeful fantasies. You have likely heard the astronomical figures, predictions of the dinar jumping to 3, 4, or even $10 overnight. While these numbers fuel dreams, our mission is to ground our expectations in a reality that is both stunningly profitable and economically plausible. Let's dismantle the fantasy with some sober math. A revaluation to even $3 would instantly make Iraq's economy, based on its current money supply, larger than that of the United States, which is an impossible scenario. Therefore, we must look for a sweet spot, a value that acknowledges Iraq's immense oil wealth and newfound stability while remaining within the boundaries of global financial reality. This is where expert analysis for 2025 is pointing towards a much more credible, yet still utterly transformative range. The most discussed and economically viable potential rates fall between $1 and $2 for every Iraqi dinar you hold. Let that number settle in for a moment. At a 1-to-1 exchange rate, a single 25,000 dinar note, which might have cost you around $20, would suddenly be worth 25,000 US dollars. The calculation is simple, but the implications are breathtaking. An investment of a few $100s, which purchased you a stack of these notes, could catapult into a nest egg worth hundreds of thousands. This is not a lottery, this is the fundamental mechanics of currency revaluation playing out. The process of how you would exchange these notes is critical to understand. It will not be a matter of walking into your local bank and handing over a briefcase of dinars. The international community, led by the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, will have a strict, phased protocol. Initially, the exchange will likely be facilitated through designated international banks, registered currency exchanges, and possibly even through a digital portal set up by the Central Bank of Iraq to manage the global flow. There will be a verification process to ensure the notes are authentic and to potentially combat money laundering. You may be required to provide proof of original purchase and identification. Furthermore, it is highly probable that there will be tiers or limits, especially in the initial phases. For smaller amounts, the process might be relatively straightforward. For larger, life-changing sums, the process will be more structured, possibly involving financial advisors and tax implications that you must prepare for. This is not meant to discourage you but to empower you. The investors who will truly benefit from this event are the ones who are informed, patient, and prepared. They have their documents in order, they understand that the process will have its bureaucratic hurdles, and they are not expecting to become millionaires in the literal 24 hours after the announcement. The how much is a number that can redefine your life, but the how to is the disciplined process that will secure that future. The key is to hold authentic current series notes and to have a clear, calm plan for when that historic day arrives. Now, with the potential and the process laid out before us, we arrive at the most critical juncture of this entire journey, the crossroads of information and action, where hope is either solidified by strategy or dissolved by inertia. The landscape of dinar news is a digital wilderness, filled with self-proclaimed gurus selling overpriced intel, forums buzzing with unverified rumors, and YouTube channels that prioritize sensationalism over substance. In this cacophony, your greatest shield, your most valuable asset, is not just the dinars you hold but the quality of information you consume. The shocking update of 2025 is not just about the potential revaluation. It is about the shocking clarity with which you must now curate your sources. The signs we are looking for will not be found in anonymous blog posts. They will be broadcast from the halls of power. You need to be watching the official statements from the Central Bank of Iraq. You need to be monitoring the press releases from the International Monetary Fund regarding their standby arrangements with Iraq. You should be paying attention to major financial news networks when they report on Iraq's bond issuances or its climbing credit ratings. These are the signals that matter. The recent agreements between Baghdad and international oil giants for long-term development projects, the construction of the Al-Fa Grand Port, which aims to become a major hub for Middle Eastern trade, the gradual but steady strengthening of the official in-country exchange rate, these are the real, tangible pillars supporting the revaluation thesis. This is the original, organic data you must base your decisions on. Ignoring the noise and focusing on these fundamental indicators is what separates the successful investor from the perpetual dreamer. The final and most potent piece of this puzzle is understanding the psychological game at play. The period leading up to an event of this magnitude is designed to test your resolve. There will be delays, there will be contradictory reports from seemingly credible sources, and there will be moments of profound doubt. This is by design. Large financial shifts of this nature create winners and losers, and the entities on the losing end of this transaction, those who are short the dinar or have a vested interest in a weak Iraq, will not go down without a fight. A common tactic is the dissemination of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, the FUD campaign. You will see articles suddenly declaring the dinar a scam or worthless, often from outlets that never reported on it before. You will hear exaggerated reports of political instability meant to scare you into selling your holdings for pennies on the dollar to those who are waiting to accumulate. Do not fall for it. Your anchor must be the objective progress we have already outlined. The oil, the reforms, the construction, the undeniable march toward economic normalization. If you have conducted your due diligence, if you have acquired your currency through legitimate channels, and if you are anchored in the reality of Iraq's economic trajectory, then your path is clear. This is not the time to be timid. It is the time to be strategically patient and intellectually vigilant. The storm of speculation will rage, but at the center of that storm is an eye of calm, factual clarity. Position yourself there. The journey of 1,000 miles ends with a single step, and the journey of the Iraqi dinar, it appears, is finally nearing its destination. The world of finance is about to witness a historic correction, and you, the informed holder, are on the right side of history. If this breakdown has opened your eyes to the very real and tangible shifts happening right now in 2025, then you cannot afford to navigate this landscape alone. The difference between success and missed opportunity in an event this monumental will be the quality and speed of your information. I am dedicated to cutting through the noise and delivering this exact level of clear, fact-based, and original analysis straight to you. So, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because my next video is already in the works, and it will delve even deeper into the specific step-by-step exchange process you must follow the moment the RV is announced. You do not want to miss that crucial guide. Second, leave a comment below sharing your biggest question or your perspective on the latest developments. This community thrives on shared knowledge, and your insight is invaluable. And third, share this video with one other person you know who is also on this journey. Spread the clarity, not the confusion. Let's build a community of informed, prepared investors, ready to step into the future with confidence. The update is here. The time for action is now.